Hello, and welcome to Psychofly. This is, I think, what you would call a survival visual novel. At least that's the best I would describe it. I found it on itch.io recently, which if you're interested, the link will be in the description. And yeah, I honestly just kind of liked the artwork and thought, hey, why not? I'll give it a shot. So I'm really going in not knowing much, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, well I can't read that. Jivaga Guvafa Juru Furgus Viz Savage Gub Yearn Hoof. Yep. Just what I thought. Oh, it's actually waiting for me. Okay. Not even gonna try and read that. Okay, something broke. Holy shit. A ringing noise was the first thing he noticed upon coming to. For a moment the world seemed to spin before everything stopped. That was a little sharp on the ears. When it did, he realized he was sitting in some sort of cell. What the? I'll just note, I'm not the best reader. I'm probably relatively monotone, so just keep that in mind. The first thing he did was scramble up towards the window and pull at the bars. Despite their rusted appearance, they held firmly in place. There's no point in struggling. Those bars won't be budging anytime soon. He turned to look towards his left. In the cell with him was a girl curled up within herself. I'm also not the best reader. Who are you? The girl looks away as she answers. I'm called Nana. What about you? What's your name? I am... Gubba. He dropped to the floor, writhing in pain as a headache overcome him. What's wrong? Coming down from something? No, it's just... I can't remember. The girl clicked her tongue in disappointment. In that case, I'm going to call you Roach. Oh, okay. Lovely name. Roach? Yeah, short for cockroach since you remind me of one. Oh, aren't you friendly? But that isn't my name. Do you remember your real one then? No, but still Attention. Testing sound system. The two covered their ears as an alarm blared within the cell. Test subject's auditory systems confirmed to be functioning. Beginning testing protocol. Okay. A floor panel at the center of the cell opened up, raising a small glass case. Within the case were two cards as well as a slot in the center of the case that held a similar shape to the cards. Throughout this test you will be asked a series of questions. The answers to these questions are written on the front of these cards. Alright. Roach took one of the cards and looked at it. Despite resembling playing cards, it felt like they were made of a sturdy metal instead. On the front of this particular card was the word participate. To begin, we'll ask a simple question. Will you participate in this test? Please place the card with your answer in the appropriate slot. The announcer went silent, leaving Roach and Nana alone. Okay, choices begin. Well, despite calling me a cockroach, sure. Let's consult. What do you think we should do, Nana? Nana's eyes widened in shock, surprised her opinion was being considered. After composing herself again, she answered, if it were me, I'd rather not participate. I mean, we were placed here by nice people after all. We weren't placed here by nice people after all. Yeah, important one there. So I'd rather not play into their hands if at all possible. Alright then, I guess I should make a choice. Well, I don't think it's going to go well, but let's see how we do. Let's abstain. You have chosen to not participate. Nana couldn't help but smile upon hearing the result, her opinion having been taken into consideration. I don't think this is going to go well. As such, we have no further use for you. You will remain in this cell for what remains of your lives. Thank you for your response. Yes, what indeed? What? Wait, hold on. This wasn't part of the deal. Nana banged on the door desperately, a crazed look in her eyes. You have to let me out of here, please. But no matter how much she begged, no one would ever come. Oh shit, is that game over? Did we get a game over? Holy shit, we got a game over. Okay, so that's how it works, I guess. I guess you can, I don't know. I said I called it a survival thing. I try not to read too much of the thing, but it did seem to be sort of like that. So I guess we just died of, well, I was going to say old age, but that would be based on if they fed us, which is probably not the case. Alright, so Oh, let's get past that. That is just awful. We should probably skip, right? I mean, what's this set up to do? I assume by default that means it will not skip those, right? So we skip along to the choice, I guess? Oh shit, don't skip. Alright, so... this time... let's consult. Well... yeah, sure, let's consult again. But this time, we'll participate. You have chosen to participate in the test. Roach tried his best not to look at Nana, whose gaze felt like it could set him on fire if he met. Hey, you don't know the other future. A loud clang echoed through the cell before the leading door outside slowly opened. Out of my way. Hey. Outside the cell, it seemed like the two were trapped in some sort of prison. Damn it, open. At the top of the staircase, Nana was struggling with a door that seemed to lead outside. A crackling noise announced the return of the voice. The exit doors will open upon completion of the final test. Please refrain from attempting to open the door. Such attempts are futile. Nana scoffed before heading back downstairs. What do you think we do now? Hell if I know. But what does it matter what I think? You'll just ignore me. He frowned, but any attempt at an argument was halted by another announcement. The next part of the test will begin in... The next part of this will begin in 10 minutes. Please wait while we prepare the next test. Thank you for your participation. With the voice having gone silent, the two seemed to physically relax. So, 10 minutes, huh? With only each other as company, a tense air began to grow between them. So, you say you don't remember anything, right? Yeah, I don't. I try, but... Jibba-dabba-dabba. That happens. He clasped his head again. It's like static. Nana sighed in contempt before going to sit against the wall. God, I didn't think this is what I was signing up for. What? Sign up? Nana cursed under her breath as she realized she had let her tongue slip. Just forget I said anything. Hey, if you know what's going on, I think you owe it to me to explain. She sighed again. Listen, it's not important. I think any bit of information we can gather is important, so tell me, what did you mean by sign up for? Yeah, I'd agree, it is kind of important. The girl ran her hand against her knees as if trying to warm them up. Her gaze focused somewhere far in the distance. Let's just say I've been strapped for cash, so while going through some pages on the net I found an ad. I earned cash doing this simple experiment, the ad said, and I was like, why not? So I called. When they told me the details I thought, sweet, easy cash for little effort. She let out a harsh chuckle. Little did I know I'd end up in this situation. Roach followed her gaze and noticed a window. In the distance he could make out the silhouette of a city. What is that over there? That's Psycho. Shittiest city you could ever live in. But for me and my brother, it's our shitty city. Okay. Psycho. Really? Psycho? Okay. Great city name. Roach dropped to the ground as another painful headache rippled through him. Psycho. Something something something. Gur obsidian. Butterfly. Alright. Some words there. A cold sweat covered Roach as he came back to his senses. To his surprise, Nana was looking over him, a brief look of worry spotted on her face. Remember something? I think, out of the jumble of words, only the names Psycho and Obsidian Butterfly were intelligible. But before he could ask about the latter, attention, the next test has been prepared. Please proceed to the open cell door. In the distance, one of the cell doors swung open, a small spotlight illuminating the doorway. Looks like our time's up. Okay, I need a sip of coffee. The inside of the cell was no different from the one they woke up in, only this time the case containing the cards was already elevated. Both participants are confirmed to be inside the cell, closing doors. The two jumped as the cell doors shut with a loud bang. I guess we have to do the same thing as before? Looks like it, but I wonder what the question is this time. As if on cue, the voice responded. This is your next question. Would you take the life of one person with your own hands to ensure the survival of 1,000 others? Please place the card with your answer in the appropriate slot. The announcer then went silent, leaving Roach and Nana alone. Well, yeah, so I guess are we going to get this option every time? Sure, let's consult, why not? So what do you think about this one? Both are pretty bad. Regardless of what you choose, someone dies. But I don't think I could stomach killing someone personally, so I'd spare them even if 1,000 strangers die because of them. Well, some could say that's weakness, but, I mean, because you know, I mean, well, it's not that understandable you couldn't stomach doing that, but you're not saying it like you don't want anyone to die, so you're not making decisions like you wouldn't do it because you personally couldn't stomach it for the sake of 1,000 dying. I don't know. It's one of those philosophical things you could always go around and around on. Everyone's going to have their different view of things and all that. But obviously, if to do it with your own hands, it's another thing. Would you spare them if one of the thousands who dies was your brother? Nana balked. I guess I would, but I'll leave the final choice to you. Well, I'm gonna go with kill. You know, because I mean, if you're really in that situation, like 1 to 1,000, I mean, it doesn't give you much to go with. Like, if any situation like that truly presented itself, there would be a whole host of other factors and stuff. So if they're gonna give us the simple way, I'll make the simple choice. You have chosen kill the person. Roach and Nana didn't look at each other, both still unsure about the choice. The cell doors opened behind them again. Guess that's what they expected. Nana quietly tugged at the youth's sweater. Come on, Roach, let's go. Okay, the next part of the test will begin in 10 minutes. Please wait while we prepare the test. Thank you again for your participation. Doesn't seem like they take preparation. It feels more like it's a psychological tactic thing, trying just to make us wait to make it worse or something. Roach and Nana let themselves rest against the wall once they were sure no more announcements were coming. I don't think I'll get used to this. That's probably a good thing. Me neither. Let's hope we can get out of here soon. Now closer to her, Roach noticed bruising and puncture wounds along her arms. Hey, did you get hurt somewhere? No, why'd you ask? Your arms. Nana quickly covered her arms with her coat, indignation on her face. Mind your own business. I'm just worried is all. You hardly know me, so what does it matter? It matters because you're here with me now. I'm sure you'd worry if I got hurt while doing these tests. Well, aren't you confident in yourself? Nana huffed, looking away from Roach. You expect too much. But the faint glimmer of a smile crossed the girl's face. It's nice for someone other than my brother to give a shit about me. Is it really that bad out there in Psycho? Like I said, it's a shithole. If you're not part of some cult or a gang, expect to fend for yourself. A cult? Yeah, there's been this big one making the rounds recently. Calls itself Obsidian Butterfly. What? Didn't I just say to her about that? Or was that a thought? Because he said that the only things he could make out was Psycho and Obsidian Butterfly. Unless it was a thought. Like what? I'm a bit confused about that. Maybe it was a thought? I don't know. I thought he said it to her. Okay. Roach swallowed hard as the name came up. What is Obsidian Butterfly about? Hell if I know. Only thing I care about them is the product they peddle. Their shit is the reason my arms are so bruised, but it's kinda hard finding a vein when you're crashing. Lovely. Oh. Don't look at me like that. A ton of people in Psycho are on it. It's as good as gold on the streets right now. For some reason, news of the drug dealer being popular didn't surprise Roach. He imagined he knew this before losing his memories. But why is Obsidian Butterfly such a familiar name to me? Was I working against them, with them, or was I like her? He didn't have much time to ponder as the announcement returned shortly after. Yeah, so it seems like she's probably been through some rough times, to say the least. Attention, the next test has been prepared. Please proceed to the open cell door. A different cell door opened this time, herding the two towards the back. Here we go again. As they entered, there was a faint smell of almonds in the air. Just as the last two times, a platform was already raised with two cards and slot. What did that say? With 2 cards and slot. Is that read funny or is it just me? Okay. Same shit, different day. Both participants are confirmed to be inside the cell, closing doors. And sorry, I'm just making sure everything's recording correctly. Good. Didn't want that to screw up. Okay. The two managed to only flinch when they heard the door shut tight behind them. What are we picking now, I wonder? This is your next question. Would you preserve a law system even if it hampers the future of humanity, or would you dismantle it? Please place the card with your answer in the appropriate slot. What? That's a very simple way to phrase a question. I said that weird too. But I mean that's really way too simplified. Would you preserve a law system even if it hampers the future of humanity? Well, that's it. Like, you're not giving another side to it. What's the... Like, why would you preserve it if it's going to hamper humanity, as you say? Like, they're not saying that the law system is doing anything good. It's only giving you that it's doing something negative. So, why wouldn't I dismantle it? Like, or are you saying it's a law system that's working well? Like, I don't know. I feel like it needs another side to that. The announcer then went silent, leaving Roach and Nana alone once more. Let's consult again. Why not? What's your take on this one? I mean, depends on what they mean by law. Good. I agree. Psycho hardly has any legal law as it is, but there is street law, and that law only came in because there wasn't anything keeping people in line, so the gangs had to do it. Sure, I guess you could say stopping some killer from kidnapping someone and gutting them alive is hampering progress overall, but I'd like to sleep with both eyes closed, thank you. Wait, what? Sure, I guess you could say stopping some killer from kidnapping someone and gutting them alive is hampering progress overall, but I'd like to sleep with both eyes closed, thank you. Okay. So it's more safety overall in your opinion. Sorry, I'm really not good at this, am I? Yeah, I'd say keep things as they are. Alright then. Well, I mean, preserving, it's not usually a good way to go, historically speaking, you know? Not that it's great when something falls, but saying law, it's too simple, you know? And the main thing they asked us was if it, you know, hampered humanity's future. Well, that's also sort of a subjective thing. Like, what type of future? Are you saying it's hampering a good future? I don't know. Again, if the way it's phrased in such simple terms, I'm going to go with dismantle. I would probably choose. Well, I'm sort of roughly doing what I would choose, but I'm also sort of playing into the way they're doing it, because man, it's not the kind of thing I would ever answer with that kind of information, you know. Dismantle. You have chosen to dismantle the system. Huh? I didn't think you the type to make that kind of choice. It just felt natural to me for some reason. Just like the last 2 times, the cell doors opened behind them after confirming their choice. And it looks like that's what they had hoped we'd say. Well hey, for better or worse, my answers are keeping us alive, I think. So, let's run with that. The next part of the test will begin in 10 minutes. The two were starting to grow mentally exhausted, the periods between questions being more of a torture than anything. As I said, yes. They both slumped against the wall and sighed. God, I just want to get out of here. How many more times do we have to do this? I don't know, but I want to leave too. I will say, I don't want to get too critical in the middle of this here, but it does feel a little weird him saying that when, as far as we can tell, he's been here about 40 minutes. And obviously, he's going to want to leave. I mean, that just makes sense, but they're making it sound like they've been there for days or something. Which I don't know about her, but he's, literally, he's been there an hour. So, just seems kind of weird. Anyway, since you don't know anything about yourself, what are you even going to do when you get out? Roach paused. I don't know, maybe I can find something that can bring back my memories out there? Phew, someone like you would probably get eaten up easily out there in the city. Then maybe I just need a good guide. What? You seem to know a lot about the city out there, so maybe you can lend me a hand. Ooh, no, I already had my shit stain of a brother to worry about. I don't need a cockroach to worry about too. That's harsh. You'd worry about me? I wouldn't worry about you. You could get shot for all I care. Well, thank you. Aside, Nana muttered. But I guess, when we get out, I could lend you a hand. Roach tried his best not to chuckle. Despite her rough exterior, it was clear Nana was a caring girl deep down. I can't help but wonder just how bad things are in Psycho to make her put up walls like this. Oh, okay, maybe when he first mentioned that, it was in italics and I didn't realise. For some reason, Roach felt as if he had seen people in a similar situation before and wanted to help them. No, if he were more precise, it was like he wanted to liberate them. But liberate them from what? As he struggled once more with his memory, the time that they had to themselves quickly came to a close. Attention, the next test has been prepared. Please proceed to the open cell door. This time, it was the door at the center of the prison that was illuminated. Is that? I think our prayers have been answered. Nana grabbed Roach's sleeve and rushed up the stairs. Nana grabbed Roach's sleeve and rushed up the stairs. The fresh of air of... Oh, is that meant to be the freshest of air of... What? Oh, is the fresh air of... Oh, that of shouldn't be there. Okay, Nana grabbed Roach's sleeve and rushed up the stairs, the fresh air of possible liberation putting a spring in their step. Unlike the last 3 rooms they were in, this room looked like a passageway towards the outside. The only thing that seemed to keep them from the final set of doors was a metal gateway with a palm-shaped panel attached to it. To proceed to the final test, your resolve must be proven. Only the blood of an unsullied one will open this door. As the announcer spoke, a long needle rose out from the palm panel, making the 2 shudder. The blood of an unsullied one? Okay. Let's consult. We've been doing it the whole time, so why not? What do you think they mean by unsullied? I don't know, maybe something like a virgin? Do we fit that profile? Depends on their definition of virgin. I don't know if that has multiple definitions, unless we're talking oil. I have an occult freak friend who says virgin blood is anyone who's never participated in some kind of ceremony. Oh, okay. Any other definitions? Nana looked away shyly. If you have to ask, you're probably the type who fits the only other definition I know. Well, thanks. And what is that one? She remained tight-lipped, unwilling to answer. What? Does he seriously not know? Or... Guess I have to figure it out myself. I wonder what kind of virgin they mean. What? What are you talking about? Okay, that's... What? I don't even understand. What? Let's just go with us. Ah. Wow, that wasn't a very... Okay. Roach flinched as he pressed his palm into the indent. The offering has been rejected. Prepare to be euthanized? Oh, fuck me. Are you serious? What? Nana reached out to pull Roach away. Oh, shit. For a moment, there was an excruciating sense of pain coming from Roach's neck as his vision turned white. The next moment, he found he couldn't get any air. A moment after that, he found himself toppling over. What surprised him was that 4 thuds followed instead of 1 or 2. It wasn't until a second later that he realized that the 2 of them had been decapitated. Jesus. Nana seemed to mouth something out before her eyes rolled back and decapitated head's jaw went slack. Just before Roach's conscience left him, he saw a glimmer of something overhead. A sharp pierce of wiring glistening with blood. Oh. Piano wire. They used piano wire? Jesus, alright. Well, that was a little bit more brutal than just leaving us in a cell. Ah, okay. Well, I guess we'll do the same choices up until then. But I don't know, like, is there actually some other definition of virgin that I'm missing? Oh, that's really bad. Really bad. Let's skip. Okay, so we went with consult. Participate, yes. Skip along. Consult. Is that gonna... Right, kill, yes. And we will consult once more. And we will dismantle. Okay, let's not skip now, right? We're good? Alright, yes, consult. Oh right, it said unsullied, right, I did get caught up on that, although it was because, right, no, it was because he didn't seem to know what it meant, which confused me. But apparently we are sullied, so... Alright, let's skip along to the choice, because yeah, so we're gonna have to choose her, I guess, like, I mean, yes, we don't really have another one, don't we? Without a second thought, Roach grabbed Nana's hand and forced it in the slot. Well, that's... I feel like there was probably a better way to go, but sure. Ow, what the hell? The offering has been accepted. Opening the doors. As Nana pulled her hand away, she looked at Roach worriedly. How did you know the need of my blood? I just knew. Nana looked like she wanted to question him, but the door seemed to have more of her interest. Whatever, if it got us out, now let's go. The doorway led them downwards into a network of tunnels. Fortunately, they were illuminated enough that they worked their way through them easily. Upon reaching the largest tunnel, an announcement was made. To proceed to the final tests, your resolve must be proven. Will you open the door that lies beyond if only pain awaits you, or will you turn back and return to the safety you knew? The 2 stopped dead in their tracks. Again with these proofs, what should I do? Let's continue with the consulting. What are you looking at me for? It's clear that it's clear what's the only choice we have. Yeah, but life is pain, so if we want to live, we have to deal with the pain. Now I don't know about you, but I'm willing to push on through if it means I keep surviving. Surviving, is that really living? Well, in this case, pretty much. Although, I feel like, have we pressed left every time so far? And it's, no, Reg, it was her. She was right. No, okay, so don't mind me. Let's proceed. There's only one real choice. Nana and Roach pushed forward, shoving the door aside as they kept running for their freedom. After running for what felt like ages, the two ended up in front of an elevator hole. Where there would normally be a button to call an elevator was instead a keyhole. In front of the keyhole panel was two lockboxes with a single gun sitting on top of them. Ooh, what the? This is your final test. Kill your partner and receive the reward you were promised. Oh, what? Before Roach could react, Nana reached forward and aimed the gun at Roach. Oh shit, Nana. Boom. Roach's hearing was the first thing to go, making him deaf to Nana's sobs. He touched his chest and was surprised by how warm his blood was, but the feeling lasted for only a brief moment. Next thing he knew, he was lying on the ground, the world around him colder by the moment. It was here in his final moments that his memories came back to him, why he was here and why he didn't remember a thing. So this is how it ends. How fitting. Subject number 1's vitals have flatlined. Subject number 2 confirmed as the survivor. Oh, he's number 1? The left lockbox opened just as the gun fell from Nana's hands, revealing a syringe and a key. Syringe? Quietly, she took the syringe and looked at it. I'm sorry, Roach, but I'm the worst of the worst. Nana raised the needle to her neck and pumped the drug into her veins in its entirety. A blissful smile crossed the girl's face as the drug began to work almost instantly. Ah, this is the best high I've ever had. Truly, truly. But her ecstasy quickly laid way to panic. I thought that was going to happen. Nana collapsed to the ground, her body convulsing. As promised, a dose of glip has been provided. By the grace of our leader, he has provided you with the purest form of the drug possible. Because of this extreme purity, please be sure to water down the dose with saline before use. The warning came too late, the machine's message coming off more like a taunt than anything. Nana could only curse her impulsiveness as the consciousness slipped away into the same darkness she banished Roach to. Okay, well that was dark. Okay, that was Psychofly. I don't know, like, if we made a choice real quick, would it have... I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll give it a shot. I don't know, that was a depressing ending, wasn't it? She turned on us like nothing, and then she ended up dead anyway. Oy. Okay, I guess let's run through the choices, but see if we can grab the gun quickly. Not that that's my first choice, but we've already... I feel like, you know, I want to see if there's a good ending, like somehow, from that. Oh man, that is really sharp on the ears. Alright, I don't know, like maybe it'd be different if we didn't do the consulting. Yeah, I don't know. Let's continue with now. For now, I should say. Skip. Alright, let's kill. Let's consult. Skip. Dismantle. Let's consult again. We'll just follow the same as that. So, Nana. Alright, we'll consult again. No, we have to get ready to press this. Grab the gun. Yeah, okay. We could. Roach quickly reached forward and took the gun into his hands. Roach, what are you... I'm sorry. With shaking hands, Roach pulled the trigger. Oh shit, boy. Really? No hesitation or anything? God damn. No. Nana silently fell backwards. By the time she hit the ground, she was already dead from the shot to the chest. Despite not hesitating a moment earlier, Roach couldn't help but cry for the poor girl. Subject number 2's vitals have flatlined. Subject number 1 confirmed as survivor. The right lockbox opened following the announcement, revealing a syringe and a key. Mustering up his courage once more, Roach picked up the syringe and pumped its contents into his neck. What? Why? As the drug coursed through his veins, Roach fell to his knees. He wiggled and writhed as he felt like his body was being split in two. In between the ripples of pain, memories of a life flashed intermittently. By the time he went still, a devilish smile was on his face. He, ah ha ha ha. Best I can do there. He sat up slowly, feeling reborn. Have I proven myself now? Surely this was enough. Vesper has proven himself worthy of leading the obsidian butterfly. The test is now concluded. Oh, what the fuck? Yes, that's right. I'm our new leader, and I have a lot of work cut out for me. As he called the elevator, Vesper looked back at Nana's body. Thank you for your hard work. If not for you, I wouldn't have been able to overcome this weakness within me. Thank you, Nana. And thank you, Roach. Jeez. Well. Okay. That was also rather dark. Psychofly, written and programmed by Hijiri. Art and original concept by Mukuro. Music provided by Peritune Music and Purple Planet Music. Sound effects by the Free Sound Project. Background images provided by Pixabay. That is Psychofly. Replay the game to unscramble the static scenes. Oh. Okay. Interesting fan art? Or, I don't... Okay. Not really for me, but sure. Good artwork. Oh, we have gallery now. Junk. I didn't realize that. That's cool. Oh, you can't actually, like... Oh, what? What? We didn't see that one. Okay, there's other ones here, apparently. What? Gallery's only meant to show things we've seen. How do I exit? Main menu, I guess? Unsaved progress. Well, I didn't... What? Okay, I feel like we're going to get spoilers now. I mean, I guess we finished anyway. Okay, there wasn't much more there. Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem like this exactly has a good ending then. Other than, technically, I guess for us, sort of, not really. I don't know. Either way, it didn't really go well. Poor Nana. I mean, she did kill us in the first one, but she also just OD'd straight after, so not great. I guess we'll... Yeah, okay. In the minutes before the test's commencement, Vesper spoke with Nana regarding what she was and wasn't allowed to do. Oh, what? I spoke with her? But to ensure his identity remained secret, the future head of the Obsidian Butterfly spoke to her through a modified speaker. Oh, okay. So I'm supposed to let the test subject make the choices asked and chime in when asked? That's correct. If he asks for any information about the outside world aside from the most basic things, you do not mention a thing. He will be ignorant to the ways of the world, and for this test to succeed, he must remain so. Alright, that should be easy to do. Good. If all goes well, I promise to reward you handsomely at the end of this. You'll give me the good shit, right? None of that watered down crap you having in your peddler's push? Only the best, miss. Great, well I'm ready to start. Don't worry, we'll begin very soon. Until then, just sit back and relax. After disconnecting the lie, Vesper walked into the cell. With this, we'll see if I'm fit to lead us. He pulled out a syringe from his pocket and pushed the needle into his neck. Within it was a special mixture of an anesthetic and an amnesiac that had helped prepare just for this moment. All to bring this false order to an end. All to return humanity down the proper path. Okay, that's interesting. And then we have that. Ah, it's so bad. So can we skip along from here and it'll... I think? Okay. Right, so that's the name. You will tell him nothing. The subject must not know anything of the outside world. He dropped to the floor, writhing in pain. Oh, right, okay. What's wrong? Coming down from something? No, it's just I can't remember. Oh, alright, I guess we'll do the same choices. And... say you don't remember anything, right? Yeah, I don't. I try, but... I will prove myself to you all. Prove that I was born to lead us into a future of chaos. Okay. Psycho, the cesspool of a city that will be our new haven. The obsidian butterfly will fly again. A cold sweat covered Roach as he came back to his senses. Consult. And kill. Consult. Dismantle. Consult. I think that... is that all of them? Consult. Right, proceed, obviously. Grab the gun. Maybe I should have tried to consult quickly. I assume that's just gonna... yeah. Okay, that goes through. Did that add anything to the galleries? I'm guessing not. I feel like there must be a couple of deaths that we missed. Yeah, that one's kind of brutal. Yeah, they're very violent graphics, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, well, that was an interesting experience. I kind of thought it was going to be, like, I mean, I think that's what you're meant to think, is that, you know, you make the right choices and they're both going to somehow make it out alive, but no, it's either both of them dead in any number of ways, or that. Oh, okay, so I think I must have made most good choices. I imagine there's a few other ways you could end up dead there, if you make the wrong choice. I guess there's a few. But yeah, it's a very short visual novel, that's for sure. They're like way shorter than I would have expected. I mean, well, I don't really know why I really expected anything, just, but yeah, it's, overall, I would say I liked it. Just something different for me, I guess, more than anything. But I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't really have much to say on it, to be honest. It sort of speaks for itself, like it is what it is, sort of thing. It's a short, visual novel, I guess, mainly created by one person. At least in terms of the writing and stuff, so yeah, I think it's pretty solid. I mean, I think it has a lot of room for expansion. I do wish that, I don't know, I feel like the questions could be phrased a little better, perhaps, and maybe the whole, like, them wanting to get out of there sounding like it's been days when it's barely been any time at all. It was just to give some little constructive criticism points, but overall, I mean, it was solid. Yeah, as I said, if you're interested in checking it out, the link will be in the description if you want to try out the other ways or, you know, any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed myself. I'd be interested to see this person doing more. Something more, like, I like this setup. I think the, like, you know, the just whole getting kidnapped and mysterious shit and being forced to do stuff, it's very, I don't know, it reminds me of Danganronpa, I guess, would be the best example. So yeah, I mean, obviously, if this person's doing other visual novels, they may want to do other types of things, but I'd honestly like to see a larger, more expanded version of something like this. I think it could be good. More people, maybe expanded to more than simply being, you know, a question you got to answer stuff. But obviously that's a lot of work, not to, you know, imply otherwise. So yeah, no, I think this is pretty solid overall. It's a good experience. I like the artwork. More violent than I expected. After the first death, it sort of just, like, you know, just went away, like faded to after we were told we're going to be stuck in the cell. It was quite violent, that next one, so that was unexpected. But yeah, if you made it this far, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you're interested in me playing anything else similar to this, let me know, because I really haven't, well, I haven't played any visual novels on this channel. But I didn't mind it. I was a little stumbly with my reading, but I don't know, I didn't mind this. This was something different. Gee, again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.